afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting, everything and amazing Propagandacast with me, your host Imperial Dane, the one, the only master of propaganda. Off here to a 1v1 on Kholodny Ferma. In the west, it is Tiramisu fighting for the Red Army, the Soviet Union, Communist Stalin. Taking on the role here of the 5th Tank Corps with counterattack tactics, guard rifle, and urban defense, and a plethora of K1s they've able to do with double infantry mines, and we got Basil the Candy as co-host. In the east, it is Angry Dutchman fighting for the Wehrmacht, Germany, Deutschland. Taking on the role here of the Sperrverbande Müller with the Osttruppen doctrine featuring, well, Osttruppen, entrenching tools, artillery field officers, supply drops, and railway artillery support with Panzerfaust, Panthergrenadier, and mine bulletins. Basil here reminding you to comment, like, share, and subscribe, and press that bell button if you'd be so kind. And of course, to thank all of my wonderful and charming patron supporters, without which episode would not have been possible. You too can join the ranks by pledging on Patreon or donating yourself. And Baz would certainly encourage you all to support if you can. That way, you can just, like and comment all that stuff. Anyways, double loss coming forward here for Angry Dutchman. Triple contra there for Tiramisu, heading northwards and centrewards. Samex on the car upon the Osttruppen attacking. Angry Dutchman running pretty aggressively with the Osttruppen 4-2 build, looking to disrupt his opponent's early game. Definitely a bit of the rarer kind of opening here with Osttruppen. MG42 have done to be able to get his press before they enter the building, so they do get in there easily. Also, in fact, taking a minor casualty here. Still, it does put a bit of pressure here on Tiramisu around his fuel area there, so you can't easily just, ignore Angry Dutchman. They see pushing ahead in the south here. We got the point secured by the Pioneer. Third Osttruppen squad there. Brief looked like he might have been considering going for the Jibber Jabber variation on the opening here, where just go for 2 Osttruppen, and then you tech fast, go for Panthergrenadiers and a 251 half track. But Angry Dutchman there, clearly not a fan of that one. There, Gosson popping in there. Maybe Tiramisu was not expecting that, or was hoping him to do it for some reason. Either way, though, Osttruppen inside the building, he is routed. So right now, Angry Dutchman has a bit of foothold here, closer to Tiramisu's vital resource, but at the same time, he's taking advantage of Angry Dutchman, focusing so much to go for his car pump, return their favour. Thumbs up, there's some solid play there and manoeuvring by Tiramisu, who's yet to go for Doctrine. Of course, with 2 counterattack or 2 K1 Doctrines, there's certainly a high likelihood it's going to involve the KV1 heavy tank, that or the KV2, which is part of the remaining Doctrine. So he definitely likes the KV series, the Clement-Voloshlov series of tanks, which actually saw usage from the start of the war to the end of the war in varying degrees, though by the later war they were steadily being replaced by the IS-2 series, or IS series of tanks. But even then, by the late stage, they still had stuff like the KV-85, which is an upgun KV-1 tank. And one which I feel like is a bit of a shame Relic never really added to the game. But anyways, MG4 doing up here, comes suppressed, or being held up behind heavy cover. They're not suppressed, but of course if they stick their nose out too far, they will get suppressed. Got the car point back, but Tiramisu just keeps on pressuring around the car point here. Ina's Angry Dutchman, of course, effectively sort of pinned down here around the other side. Tech there done, can go for Panzergrenadier soon. Meanwhile, Tiramisu keeping up pressure. South has got the knees bringing up there. We got medics on the way. We've got triple conscript Dominiers here for Tiramisu. Going for the fuel point. Losing his own fuel point in the south, though, to Tiramisu, of course, is effectively grabbing that back. Got sandbags here, going up to help defend them. Thumbs up. They've really started play there with Tiramisu. Good reaction time here. Some players were kept just pouring effort into this because it's what's closest, and they like what is close. But Tiramisu, of course, doesn't really care about them. Just goes, well, like, has the fewest enemies, like any true tactician would have done. Anyways, Panzer squad there, right about done for Angry Dutchman and the Sperrverbande Müller. Osttruppen falling back, around northern fuel point there. Pioneers ready with the Flammenwerfers getting ready to the launch of the counterattack. Even see there Tiramisu. Nope, I actually merged when the conscript squad. See, with the other ones, we can actually hold the fuel point a bit more efficiently and pull back another squad for reinforcements. Thumbs up there. Always nice to see someone use the merge ability. No tech yet in the base, and there we go. We got the Panzergrenadier, the Osttruppen, the Pioneer launching an assault here on the fuel point. Tiramisu seems to be trying to figure out how to defend this the most optimally. Goes for the point here, around the sandbag position, so you can sort of cover a roughly large area. But there you go, Pioneers with the flank first, Osttruppen in, and the Panzergrenadiers. And Tiramisu realized, of course, with that kind of assault in scale, he just backs off since the country's just going to get absolutely mauled up. North with deep flank going on here, thumbs up. Outmaneuvering here, Angry Dutchman, actually quite incredibly weak northern front. He's still got the machine gun here, but the side here is completely exposed, and the Osttruppen will not be able to launch the effective counterattack force the machine gun to respond, in which case this becomes open. So some interesting thoughts, moves here going on by Tiramisu. Punishing Angry Dutchman here. for perhaps 2 extended line. I mean, sure, you want to play aggressive with the Osttruppen, but there's only so much you can do with that without, say, for example, 250.5 to be able to like ferry around there and keep the gaps going. And currently, Angry Dutchman doesn't have that. He's going for more pentagonist, which is great. Oh, probably the worst time of there to pop the machine into the building. Right as the flame needs attacking, he had no screen to do so. He needs to retreat that machine gun now. And even then, there's actually a chance that it might be too late. He's already incredibly on health. He got conquered there as well. So he might get unlucky and lose the machine, but looks like this time around it won't happen here for Angry Dutchman. In the south, their pawn's being seized. Probably shouldn't be using the pentagonist. In fact, should be using Osttruppen and Pioneers. Leave the pencil up front, and there you go. Oh, he didn't lose the before too, but he did lose an Osttruppen squad. I actually thought he lost. Oh, he did lose it. Oh, balls, but there you go. Pencil's moving in there. 4 vets, men out. 4 vets. Needs to get closer there. Oh, he didn't. He didn't. He's actually engaging that max range. I don't actually think he's paying attention. Oh dear, that's a bit of a slip over there by Angry Dutchman, and a big win for Tiramisu. There's Angry Dutchman, big win. There's still a chance the second pencil squad might be able to like turn around there, but again he stops up at max range. I think he's attacked. No, he's not. He's popping a grenade. He should have just moved closer there. Actually giving him a chance of maybe getting the machine gun there. Double whoops there by Angry Dutchman. Definitely got to be mindful of those situations. They got to be mindful. Pencil moving here, they're great, but again, sort of mid to short range. They can perform alright against units in long range. Like they're sufficiently weak, but yeah. Still, 2 pencil squads is a middle force here, technically for Angry Dutchman. You definitely want to get like 2 of those out when you go for that many Osttruppen, but that MD42 handling, that was definitely a comedy of errors. Except it's the Soviets laughing and not the Germans. Tiramisu going for Guard Rifle combined arms, which is definitely seeing a surge in popularity as late. Got the K1 heavy tank on the way. They got riflemen, submachine guns, of course, howitzers, and the artillery attack. And sandbags here from the Osttruppen. For the Pentagons, actually courtesy of the Osttruppen doctrine with the entrenching tools. Normally, Pentagon it is cannot build sandbags, but with the doctrine they can. So nice there, but still cutting off fuel again. No like to mechanized company. Meanwhile, Tiramisu taking up there. Might go for T7. Of course, Angry Dutchman might try and take Eddie, in which case he's basically then also betting on the Pentagon and his ability to upgrade with Panther Strikes in case it becomes necessary. Grabbing the northern fuel point, sandbags in, and once more Tiramisu, of course, realizes what Angry Dutchman's doing. Once more hits him right under the belt, where, of course, he's got nothing to defend it. So, thumbs up to Tiramisu. Again, really solid maneuvering there versus Angry Dutchman. Punch they're holding up, reverse the flamethrower they cannot hold, and the car pump up be hit again. Need to counterattack there. Will he take then, or what is he planning here? That's the big question there for us vis-a-vis Angry Dutchman. He needs to make a decision soon on that though, before Tiramisu just rolls him over with a T-70 light tank. Osttruppen head here, straight into the MU-42, pounds going up the flank. The Guardsman out here for Tiramisu with the DP light machine guns. Gebaldeladnung. The bung grenade bar was a World War I era tactic, used initially by Storms and likes there for clearing out trenches, and also, by the way, as an early anti-tank grenade versus early tanks. In fact, even like at the start of World War II, the bung grenades were just as much used as anti-tank grenades. So, little fun fact there. Little fun fact. Pioneers we've got S-Mons up there, not a bad spot there by Angry Dutchman. Telemines as well. He's really been focusing on that, but I am surprised he's not been mining his, cut-off points, and, he keeps leaving it wide open and just Tiramisu keeps running at it. Slight oversight there. He is in fact rushing ahead there though. Well, he's got obviously part of the Osttruppen doctrine is indeed here. The supply drops is clearly going to use that to like say support this move and use the Pack 40 then and MB-34 provide further support there. Meanwhile though Tiramisu is just hitting hard, and Angry Dutchman again without machine gun there of course is more easily just forced off. And we will likely be seeing a T-70 soon, but at the same time, Angry Dutchman will be trying to push for medium armor at a relatively aggressive pace. Still, not a great series of developments here for Angry Dutchman, not a great series of developments. Again, Tiramisu just really putting the pressure on, using the conscripts effectively, and again, exploiting the gaps here that Angry Dutchman so far has been leaving open for him. So there you go, Pack 40 grab, medic banker being upgraded. Need to counterattack soon though. Need to counterattack. And hit hard before Tiramisu just gets so much fuel that Angry Dutchman can have a really hard time catching up in with his fast tech there. Because right now Tiramisu has almost the entire map then. Again, it's just been a matter of moments and he just grabbed it all here because again, Angry Dutchman pretty much just had to fall back entirely. So, not the greatest situation there for Angry Dutchman. Tiramisu of course take on the machine guns, guardsmen, conscripts, you name it. It's going to be a bit of an expensive affair here for Angry Dutchman to get back onto the field versus Tiramisu. Tiramisu, of course, can very soon go for the T7 light tank. Of course, he may sense that his opponent is going for a tier 3 rush and basically go, you know what, I'm not. Oh well, he's going to go for the rush, but he could have considered not to go for the attack, go straight for the mechanized armor company and begin churning out medium armor versus his opponent. But still, with the current resource situation it is, which again is favorably for Tiramisu. I mean, obviously, just rushing at T7, putting up more pressure on Angry Dutchman, I think, is the right choice. But he could have considered it. Had Angry Dutchman better to hold his fuel here versus Tiramisu, then Tiramisu obviously would have been better off going for the mechanized armor company. But again, with Angry Dutchman's, you know, shall we say, seesaw map control here, with things swing back and forth quite aggressively, he can't get away with the T7 further sort of pressure. But there you go, comes caught. They're not retreating in time again. 2 Panzer Squads can lay down some vicious firepower there, which can quickly decimate units if they're not retreating in time. And there you go, good wipe there. And this is really one of the reasons why I get 2 Panzer Squads, because again, they can just quickly single down units and take them out. In particular, field guns are definitely handleable with that. More guardsmen out there for Tiramisu, quick replacing losses with more experienced, hardened infantry, ready to face the fascist scum and destroyed. Need, of course, to get that support corp racing out to medium as fast as possible. There you go, T7 strikes rapidly. And the speed of the, I don't know, B goes straight for those panzers, then takes them out, down to half size. While they might be great with infantry, with assault rifles, they pretty much do terribly against the T7 without Panzerschrecks. And certainly, at the moment, I think it would also be a bit risky to go for Panzerschrecks anyways, since those Panzerschrecks will be crucial for dealing with all the infantry support weapons and Tiramisu is likely going to go for. We'll have to see there. Need to get the pack followed up here. Note by how quickly just moved from here to there to using the train byway to minimise incoming fire from the Pack 40. He saw the airdrop, so he knows the Pack 40 has been dropped here. I mean, Tiramisu there is a veteran and experienced player, so he's not really falling for any of Angry Dutchman's, you know, tricks like that. Bang grenade off there. Almost gets one on the guardsman though. Bit of an awkward retreat there. Flamethrower punishing him with the machine gun. Could he take it out? There's small chance. Small chance, and he gets the wipe, but he does, I think, losing the pony. No. Gets away, and the T7 gets a hit from the Pack 40 here. Angry Dutchman may just be delivering enough of a heavy toll here on Tiramisu to not be completely wiped out from those, awkward developments there. Almost getting multiple wipes here. But again, he didn't get that MD42, and that's going to be pretty big there for Angry Dutchman. That, of course, means that's nothing going to be, like, really suppressing his troops, which is great. Gives his infantry more freedom of movement, particularly the Panzer Grenadiers. Of course, this is really important. And the T7 is also going to bait out the fighting for now. Still, he has to defend his resources. Once more, Tiramisu just strikes at it, while Angry Dutchman is occupied elsewhere. Thumbs up to there. Thumbs up. So, Palmer Crop, though, we'll have to see if he rushes out. Will it be an Ostman? Will it be a Panzer 4? Will it even be a Stug? Ostman will I need to get out of the church. They are not going to last long. MD34 moving up. Eventually, 2 kills. So, Palmer Crop almost done. And again, Tiramisu just exerting incredibly strong map control versus Angry Dutchman. Panzer moving out, engineers routed. Probably won't be able to get a wipe on those. He could get lucky, I guess. Close one there, very close one. Yes, he gets the wipe. I'm not surprised if that commando style Panzer Grenadier bulletin is definitely an effect. There you go, going for the put. The flamethrower there, but there you go, pushing the guard down to the open. There you go, good hit, and he grabs the flamethrower. Retreats the Panzer Grenadiers, going for the fuel or carve point here, something to get the fuel point back. Still, that's another wipe. The Tiramisu taking some heavy hits, and then again, this is just partly again due to the power of the Panzer Grenadiers. Again, the Sturmgewehrs really laying down some heavy, accurate firepower here and making things miserable there for Tiramisu's infantry. If only he hadn't lost the MD42, probably would have been in a much better position here versus Tiramisu. Going for the centre victory point there, should lay down some sandbags, put the machine gun up there, hit Osttruppen northwards, put pressure on there, we're heading troops southwards there. Meanwhile, we still haven't seen any further take up here for Tiramisu. You can't really, but you know, could consider it maybe. Yeah, I can't. Obviously, I'm just talking nonsense here, trying to say something and then saying some junk. Mines up here, they're moving up the centre, we got constant holding up here. Finally going for the southern fuel point again. Osttruppen northwards, hitting a mine, but still doing something. And we got more pioneers here for Angry Dutchman. We'll obviously do Ghost for it, but again, Ostman here could actually, I think, right now work out quite well for me here versus Tiramisu. Of course, the Panzer IV would be the safer bet by far. Ostman was the country there. Second Pioneer squad almost done. He is likely going for mines problems here because he has none, and of course, was an opponent like Tiramisu who's going to lay down a lot of mines. It's a good idea. Sandbags up here. Not shabby. Heading southwards with the Panzer Grenadier and the Pioneer. Now you go up north, Ostman gets the T-7 light tank, trying to close the Panther fast, but instead realise they're just going to get slaughtered if they actually, you know, get close enough to Panther fast. Now you go, he does actually commit to the Ostman here. Timing-wise, it's definitely highly risky, since again he's going to be aware, of course, this map control is not that great. So his opponent can technically hit him pretty fast with a medium tank, so it's pretty risky here. Pretty risky, like, Everton rate has been around the 10-minute mark or closer to that, and again with the lead he had and all that, the better lead. Sure, Osman would be a great thing to get, but honestly, 50-minute mark, you're probably better off for the Panther 4 Stug, to be honest, because you should be expecting medium on for your opponent. You only got one pack forward to back up the Osman. Is risky. Then again, if he can make the Osman work, he can deliver some pain there to Tiramisu, but it is risky. Very risky. Got more child, he's well practiced forward and fire. There's the machine gun and the pack 40. Thumbs up the Tiramisu. Very good. Very good. There you go. Flak comes out. Reinforcing healing. She's sending Southwards, back to the engineers and the conscripts. Striking south, need to retreat those Pioneer. Got the caught with the Panzer Squad and the Flak Panzer. Almost getting a wipe there. Of course, there's a potential one reason might be going for the Osprey tank to try and bait out a T-34-6 and that way delay the KV-1 tanks, since he's probably worried about KV-1 tanks. They are increasingly like part of the certain meta game, since getting a bunch of them, and your average Verma players can have a really hard time dealing with them. But it seems like Tiramisu is not taking the bait if that's the case. Up north, the Osprey was the Guardsman. Flak Panzer pushing ahead here. Going for the T-70 there. Around the south, we've got engineers counterattacking. Got mines here, constantly being planned out, but they're going to be disrupted because of the arrival of the Flak Panzer. We got 211 versus 479. Panzer moving ahead with the Sturmgewehr and the Flammenwerfer, routing the Frontovix there. Troops good to go. More in the north would be good, I think, for Angry Dutchman. A few mines here could also think be a very good investment. A lot of our aiming close to the Panzer Grenadier, and there we go, another supply drop. Probably again aware he's likely going to need some anti-tank guns here, because again went for the Osprey like he did. He at least realizes that, so he's going to go for another drop. Also gives more fuel and munitions, plus another machine gun. Not bad overall. It's actually quite rare to see a Wehrmacht player with Osttruppen go for 2 supply drops like this. I think this actually might be the first time I've really seen anyone do it, so it is a bit noteworthy there, to be honest. But again, because he went for the Osprey, that is probably why he's doing it, because again he's realizing he's probably going to hit soon by something very nasty, and 1 pack 40 is simply not going to cut it against something nasty. Unless his opponent's like really bad at the game, and this is Tiramisu. He is not bad at the game, anything but. He should grab that pack 40 though, but I think he's winning the Osman to try and cover the retreat. Nope, decides not to. Crewing it anyways. Osman wiped anyways, wouldn't be able to save it. Flak Panther might try and cut off the T-7's retreat, but already hit Tiramisu is expecting this maneuver and falling back with it. Thumbs up. Pack good to go. The fresh Osman squad out. At that point, he might want to be going, should be more going for like artillery field officers or more Panzer Grenadier, but that's just me. I'll get these grabbed and sort of get moving there. Got the K1 heavy tank out there for Tiramisu. Soviet heavy tank, which at the start of the war was actually quite tough, but by 1944-45 standards, it's basically just a bit under par of a Panzer IV, just a lot more expensive to make and a lot heavier. Also, I believe the K1 tank suffered from rather severe mechanical issues. He's ruined on their own mind, but unfortunately for Tiramisu, great for Angry Dutchman. K1 moving ahead here. Need to be careful of the Flak Panzer once you use the K1. They're probably going to maybe, yeah, button up here. Let's see, they're going to take fire there from the Flak Panzer. Pack 40 setting up there, but the corner. In the centre, bit of skirmishing between the Tiramisu and Angry Dutchman. Going for the south, going to sneak in then hit some of the southern points. Units in the centre taking heavy fire from both flamethrower teams here from Angry Dutchman. Halfway to the east on those Panzer Grenadiers, they're good. So maybe consider moving the pack forwards back towards the centre here. Need to retreat the Pioneers, then incredible on help. Also very important, they're out in the bloody open. Pack forwards being hauled back towards the centre with the Ostwind. He's probably going here for a Panther 4, but I think he may actually want to consider Stugs. Back it's reinforcing healing. Black Panther around the dull pack 40s. Pack's been cleared out. One still fine. Panzer then come in the flank, but should be able to get out there in the open to assist better as an infantry. One pack crew exterminated. There's just one left to deal here with the K1 heavy tank. 5 kills. 5. Dutchman hitting the dirt, or finding positions as they call it. They're opening up the advancing Osttruppen. Quickly around them as the Osttruppen definitely not made for fighting Dutchman heavy cover. Machine gun Osttruppen in there. Osttruppen they're still hanging back. Troops enforcing in. He can soon go for the Panther Flavor versus Tiramisu. Tiramisu meanwhile is going to be some time for going for like more additional K1s. But at this point I already imagine he's just going to keep churning out K1s because after a certain point it's going to be very difficult for the Germans like do enough damage before they just right past your gun line and destroying the packs and whatnot. Pack they're wiped out there. Again, K1 easily dealt with that one head on. It can take quite a few hits there, as you might notice. What a few hits. You might need to lose it here, though. That's, yup. That was a bit of a bad call there by Tiramisu. I'm not entirely sure I kept around the K1 for that long. Might have been misclicks, some pathing issues, pure arrogance, I don't know. But that K1 was kind of wasted there. That could have been handled better. Troops have been forced from healing. Got 192 versus 136. Need to counterattack in the south here. Also might want to consider again more pressure in the north. T7 is sitting out here. Is he not going for a Panther 4? Is that... Okay, he's not taking out these. I guess just reinforcement costs. But he definitely needs to like start pushing for some more armor here versus Tiramisu as soon as we can actually like gain an upper hand here. Feeling advancing in the center, coming under fire from MD-34. Should pop Incendiary piercing rounds. At this point, too late for that. But thing is, Incendiary piercing rounds are great at clearing out into tank guns. Well, most things really. Most places tend to like not be very great at using this ability, but it's incredibly good. Both in the MD-34-2 and the 34. Flak Panther transporting ahead. You need to be able to push too far ahead here. But he clearly wants to get out that field gun before Tim has a chance to get away, then maybe destroy it, but still, need to be careful. Sees on the flank here charging in there, hoping to cause chaos here and confusion. Might be able to get away there. Machine cleared out there. Oh, that's actually the mortar. We got air support called in though by Tiramisu. Pack's being pushed back. Get a chaotic route here for Angry Dutchman. Still no sign of the Panther 4. Still not going for tier 4 either. There you go. He's going for another Flak Panzer. That seems... I mean, on paper I can understand the logic. Like 2 Flak Panzers can really tear for infantry easily. And of course he's clearly figuring the pack force like just ensures the opponent doesn't get like too many packs. That's going to work out. We got air support. What's a support call in here? Oh dear, team isn't paying attention. Not paying attention. Oh my god. Oh, sick of blood. Oh, wow. That, I mean, it took out the building, but that wasn't quite so painful as one would hope for. Double Flak Panzer, great as an infantry, great as light vehicles, but kind of ravaged with the K1. So it's really hoping just to murder stuff for the Osttruppen before Tiramisu gets up more heavy armor. It's going to hope to like back up the Stooks in that regard. Double Osttruppen, double Stook is actually quite a solid tactical formation. Can really deliver high damage both infantry and armor and burst them down. It does require some good management skills. So maybe that's what Angry Dutchman is playing for. The double Osttruppen, double Stook strategy. It's one I personally like to use. I'm probably the only one I actually know that uses it, by the way, but you know. From a personal perspective, it's nice that again, it does require some good management skills. But again, you can make it work, you can really hurt your opponent because the double Stooks have quick and cheap for armor. And the double Osttruppens really hurts infantry. Flak Panzer very close to 52. K1 halfway done there for Tiramisu on the Red Army. We got 136 versus 431. Angry Dutchman needs to get better as map control here. He may also, of course, want to consider going for mortars here. Of course, it would require back taking for the infantry company, but you know, I think it would be worth it. Easily worth it, in fact. Easily. Flak Panzer being hit, 2 kills. Need to be careful there. I mean, he's marching straight into anti-tank grenades there. That seems like an incredibly bad idea here. There you go, second Flak Panzer moving out. Double Flak Panzer there, of course, is eventually 2 sides of high rate of fire. Can't from heavy cover, they're being blasted. decimated. Guards moving up, their pioneer supporting. Comes they can see they're just doing heavy damage. Now trying to destroy the field, and they're probably losing that the Pack 40s, which have not kept pace, by the way. There, definitely mistake there by Angry Dutch. Now got a bit of pathing mess up. Packs are finally on the move here, but again, should have been brought up, I think, to the line here. Target weak point would be great for him right now. Target's a weak point, Ludwig, but that's a weak point. It's a Russian tank everywhere. So don't make these things to last. Well, more than a few days anyways. M14 with the Osttruppen engineers and starts to watch, but hits the few one. He's really good at disrupting Angry Dutch, and Source Flow and Angry Dutch is not really good at defending it. At least he's got all 3 victory points now, so there's that. And there go Flag Pants moving in there. Engineers, in fact, had a high chance of being wiped out there. That'd be a small win there for Angry Dutchman. There we go, annihilated by the Flak Panzers. And again, 2 Flak Panzers can really tear infantry apart. Number 2 with a bit of efficiency. Still no sign of Stugs. He really should consider some. He goes to the Panzer IV. Picks up the Flak Panzer. We got 136 with 365. Morg's back in action here, of course, with Tiramisu. Normal mission ceased by the glorious Guards Rifle infantry. Panther IV halfway done. Confirmation to the Flak Panzer here being routed. He's sending northwards. Panther IV almost done. T-7 sending out. Flak Panzer being hauled back for repairs. Panther IV almost done there for Angry Dutchman and the Speerverbande Müller. Assembled from the shattered remnants of 2 Panzer divisions and 3 infantry divisions. Panther IV moving out. T-7 look like it's going to raid the base. Cheeky, cheeky. More Pioniere. Sandbags here to me, so clearly has, I think, figured out Angry Dutchman suffering a bit of case of tunnel invasion, so he just digs in hard in the center. It could really hurt Angry Dutchman. He just keeps focusing there and not, on the rest of the map here. Trenches in the center. Both sides are really just going all in there. Flak Panzer moving up there, looking to snap some bastards. There you go to the fire here from the field gun on the Panzer by the trench. Pack 4 being pushed back, killing up here. Flak Panther shooting, not doing a lot there, obviously. Pack 40 turning around. Now the Pack 40 is being hauled up there. Got the infantry coming up. Pack bounces. The Pack 40 still slow to move there. Panther 4 holding back in the south. Not entirely sure what he's doing that. Gartner getting to the trench. Punishing Angry Dutchman there for a not great setup there with the trench. Trench cleared out. Panther 4 finding the move. Guards there suppressed now, taking a dent with the grenade off the machine gun, almost taking out the entirety. Guards there being torn to stretch. Flak Panzer there halfway to the ace of Guards suffering critical losses. K1 down to half. It looks like Tim is going to be throwing away another K1 here, possibly 2 Angry Dutchman. The other Pack 40 is still kind of hanging back here. No target weak point, definitely no side here. Actually, I think there's a possibility right now for Angry Dutchman to maybe blitz through Tiramisu's lines. Maybe. But then again, that might be a bit too much here. Panther 4 taking heavy damage there, pushing too far ahead there with insufficient support. Definitely stays out the Panther moving up. There you go. Panther 4 down. Again, 2 awkward moves there by Angry Dutchman. Again, lack of mortars. Throw down the smoke here, been great. Nice sandbag line here. Panther being shredded out in the open. Flak Panther moving in there. Comes from the flank. Bound grenade off on the mortar crew, almost taken out there. Pack 40 from the T-7 almost got it. Can't take heavy damage. Close being wiped out and routed. 11 kills there. Flak Panzer there, need repairs, troops reinforcing healing, still needs more armor. He's still not going for tier 4, thankfully, but he needs more Panzer. There you go. He actually managed to take the center here from Tiramisu's, got the sandbag position and everything, but can he, further take advantage of this? Can he remember to lay down mines and whatnot, and can also try and push northwards. We'll have to see there, but he has a lot of work to do here. He has a lot of work. Panzer pushing for the car on there, another Panther 4 for Angry Dutchman. Fix up. Oh, he goes for the Stug. Sehr good. Going to the line fire of the Flak Panzer, veterans 1 gained. Definitely I see a player with double Flak Panzer. We can see that again. They do pack a punch as an infantry once they really get going, though. It's really only at tier 3 they seriously get going, since at that point you actually get a noticeable rate of fire boost, but they just begin tearing infantry apart. Eventually, too, there is a sort of rate of fire boost, but it's a tougher one to notice. And now, though, the situation, of course, is getting a bit more grim here since now we got 2 K1s out. I mean, Tiramisu there's already starting to get close to critical mass of K1s. That's going to make things a lot tougher here for Angry Dutchman. Target civic point. Seems like he's forgotten that ability exists, which is great for Tiramisu, by the way, since that really one of the things that would really punish him for these maneuvers he really shouldn't be doing with the K1s there. Had he popped target weak point there, I think that K1 would have been toast easily. Another field gun there for Tiramisu. Angry Dutchman still not doing a lot in the north here. Semi-ace flak punch there almost. Oh, yeah, actually he's fully fixed up here. Sturm gets to strike as from being hold forwards. Should pull in another one. Guardsmen there hitting the dirt behind the sandbags. Oh, firing positions. T-ace, 78 then. Need repairs. We got more sandbags here. Really good use of sandbags by Tiramisu. 2 thumbs up. 2 thumbs up. Yeah, Angry Dutchman doesn't being too passive. He should be trying to like exploit more openings here versus Tiramisu while he can, rather than concede the initiative to Tiramisu. Not great there for Angry Dutchman. And I feel like again he's being a bit punished here for the lack of a mortar any kind of artillery support versus his opponent. But again, really should do more in the north at least. Punching forward, trench they're done. Mortar fire here. Oh, flare actually. Thumbs up there to Tiramisu. So yeah, flag punch, they're good to go. Field bombardment here on the trench. Force him out of it again. Continuing southwards. Flag punch being quickly spent to deal with that. Mortar fire raining down the trench, destroying alongside the field gun. Slight pioneer sneak up there with no support. They really should just be dispatching the flag panzers because, I mean, they just help support break out there instead of retreats. I feel like that's a bit of a miss there by Angry Dutchman. Machine gun routed. Double field gun button is really nasty here for Angry Dutchman. Again, really should, you know, force him into like a switch in tactics, but he seems very much intense. There we go. Tier 4 now on the way. Again, not a fan of it here. He's probably going to go for like either Panzerwerfer or a Sturmpanzer to try and break out of this. Punching in there, salt more sandbags. He's just encroaching with the sandbags, bro. Like really cheeky when I take head on again. Ace pack 40 here, but still no target weak point. Once more missed opportunity to finish off one of Tiramisu's K1s. This is pretty much almost offers them to Angry Dutchman on a silver platter, but for whatever reasons, Angry Dutchman goes 9. I'm full for today. Heavy Panzer caught up. Flag punching up to get some shots there. Flag Panzer engaging the counter there. Nice position this time around. Caught in a bad position. They quickly routed here. Flag Panzer gets some hits in, but nothing crucial, nothing critical. Flag Panzer again. Watchwork extends and might be able to finish off with the pack 4, the Ace or the Stuga. There you go. Almost got it. We got Solidify call in the center as well here. Ace K1 down. Ace K1 down. Definite win there. Fallen flag punch being pushed back. Almost knocked out. Artillery ring down in the center. Disrupting a possible Tiramisu center and positions. Yeah, got some sandbags, but no Soviets. South side here, we got something else we need to deal with. Need to push forward here. It needs to like push ahead against Tiramisu rather than just go, you know what, I've done enough. Anyway, troops are reinforcing healing. I mean, unless you've got them really like with the back to the base, you really should always try and extend your presence elsewhere. Like if you can't move further in the center, move northwards at least. But so far, Angry Dutchman seems like he's a bit too keen on just, you know, giving Tiramisu a breather, which is typically not what you want to be doing. But still, not as the Wehrmacht, you do not want to give your opponent time to breathe. So yeah, hey Panzer call there, done. Stug moving up, back up the pack force machine gun. He's careful not to bite himself too close. Good Katyusha strike here, mortar hits could hurt him quite badly. Pushing the Stug up the K1, good hit. Machine gun, I think, it's pointing in the wrong direction. Probably got pushed around by something else. Anti-tank grenades at the 34 minimum. This is a pretty late anti-tank grenade upgrade here for Tiramisu. Hey, Petrov, I think we've got this. Oh, look how loud we did. Good thing no one noticed. Coming up there, Guardsmen suppressed. Stug landing another hit. They're very, very close with this one Pioneers ring up. They got the Ace Panzer there with 28 kills right on the gut alongside the machine gun. North side is still not really seeing any action. Still not really seeing any action whatsoever. K1 falling back. Flak Panzer ring up there. Bun grenade wipes out the mortar group. Kans gets caught in the flurry of flak fire there, so they're easily bunched up, making things a lot easier for the Flak Panzer to put it very generously. 19 kills there, close to victory 2. One call to the routed as they men take 2 high casualties, too much damage. Is he actually going for a Panther here, or a Sturmpanzer? Because it's not going for the Panzerwerfer, so he has to be going for something a bit bigger than a Panzerwerfer, which means either than the Panther or the Sturmpanzer. Trying to go for the more... Oh, do you need to retreat the Panther? What are you doing? 9! Are you silly bastard? You throw away his Ace Panzer Grenadiers for that? That's a court-martialable offense in my world, buddy. Got the other field gun, but throwing away an Ace Panzer Squad there is not... Because he's about to lose the Flak Panther there as well, almost. Need to blitz it out of there. And get the Stugen instead of something like that. Got the Ace T-70 though. They need to fix up his armor, replace his losses, and not throw away his Ace Panzer Grenadiers like that again. Guardsman tank from the north here. Tiramisu knows he has to do something soon. Flak Panzer hunting behind it. It's incredibly close to the Ace line. Once it gets again, like he gets a really nasty damage rate of fire boost. They're just trying the field gun, but there you go. Tiramisu trying to run for it, trying to grab it before the fascists can end it. Looks like they will make it. Flak Panzer with 30 kills. There you go. Got it, but it may not last long before it gets cleared out again. Other field gun moving up here. And there you go. Ace Flak Panzer. Again, you get a really noticeable boost on the rate of fire with that one. But there you go. Guardsman attacking here. Machine gun nearby opening up here. And there goes suppressed T-5476 for Tiramisu. Realizing he can't just go for more K1s now. He has to do something more drastically fast. An angry Dutchman commits the Sturmpanzer. On one hand, sure. On the other hand, you got 2 Flak Panzers. Maybe you need something else. Also, really shouldn't be bunching up the machine guns that much. But he is coming to the Sturmpanzer field here. Pack 40 halfway done. Flak Panther firing away. Panzers moving up there, engaging the Guardsmen around them. We got 22 kills on that one and 32 on the other. Air support called in though. I would say with 2 Flak Panzers, Victory 2 and 1 with Victory 2. Well, one is obviously Victory 3, but if you take also Victory 2. That's actually a bit risky since they actually, at least at that level, can actually shoot aircraft down reasonably fast. There you go. One went down pretty fast. Other one also went down, in fact. Both crashing into the base, and I suppose... Did he actually lose the Panzer Grenadiers at the front line to lose them back there? I can't tell. But he's down to just 1 Osttruppen squad. This is actually pretty dangerous with Angry Dutch because you really need infantry. Out of the way though. Both his aircraft went down in flames into his base. T-54 moving them to take out some units. Sturmpanzer nearby pushing it back narrowly. He needs to replace his infantry now. That needs to be an absolute priority of Angry Dutchman. We got 136 to 161. He's actually managed to bring down Tiramisu quite a bit then victory points now, which is pretty good for him and less good for Tiramisu. But Tiramisu, very importantly, has the infantry advantage. If he plays his cards correctly, he could still win this. Whereas Angry Dutchman's actually in a pretty precarious position if he's not careful because of that. Pushing through the arm here, pack 40 there. Does remember? Oh, it doesn't even matter. He can't even push. Target weak point almost. Oh, he actually does manage to get off a shot there. But he gets swiped. Pulling back the Ace Osttruppen there. Needs to get it. Oh, you're not doing it enough. Holy shit, he got lucky there. Missed doing impact 40 as well. They're still not pulling back the Ace Osttruppen. Arc 9. And doesn't lose it again. Good lord, the luck. Almost got the K1 there though. Pack 40 getting ready to T-5476 abandoned. Troops being hammered there. Got artillery firing down here in Angry Dutchman's positions. Tenuously holding on. Sturmpanzer could maybe try and get an attack round shot into the midst of all this. Do some heavy damage there to Tiramisu. Maybe. There we go. Shot fired. Well, only a single kill, but still enough to push Tiramisu back there. But still, he is incredibly short infantry right now. And this is going to make it harder for him to grab back any points in the south. He comes going for the point. He could maybe sneak in the Osttruppen for some long-range shooting there. More Osttruppen here for Angry Dutchman. The problem is, they're going to be great like holding some points and stuff there, but he really needs Panzers because he really needs something to take the points. Actually, the opposite would even be a better choice than the Osttruppen. Just something to actually fight for the points. And the Osttruppen are not going to cut that. Not even remotely. Got the Stuke fixed up, need to move to the Ostwind. Can't go around it. Osttruppen's working northwards there. Tiramisu K1 is barely operable. Flag comes moving ahead here. Could right to run the Guardsman here. Gets buttoned up there. Should have probably combat or blitzkrieg. There we go. At almost slow motion, he runs over the Guardsman. It's like something out of Austin Powers, except the one screaming in Russian. They're finding the field gun. Managed to lose the Ostman here. The combat blitz. Main gun out. K1 being rushed in. Need to get the other armor then moving position. Ostman moving in there. Flak punches close to the east of Ostman moving up there. Moving over from northern point. Move too fast there. Oh dear. Misclick. Perhaps he might have set up waypoints there. Southern big points east there. Oh shit, so much going on in Angry Dutch is trying to keep up with the Angry Tiramisu. He's just playing him like a fiddle almost. Sturm Panzer moving up there, direct hit from the field gun, gets got in a turn there with the Sturm Panzer. Osttruppen out in the open, can't even hit it. Retreat those Osttruppen. Picks up the Flak Panzer. Gotta wipe someone in that field gun crew, still needs more infantry. Bad, he should call in the officer. Of course, grab the northern victory points down to 109 versus 152 of his opponent. Calling in more Osttruppen. And he's not even upgrading with light machine guns, actually. He should at least do that. He's going to keep going for them. But he really should be calling in the officer and more Panzer grenadiers rather than Ostrom at this stage. There you go, Ace Flak Panzer, good. Comes down from the south. Run to the Ace Flak Panzer. And they, of course, immediately retreated. Center victory points with the Guardsman. 103 versus 152. Could you survive here against Angry Dutchman positions? Black Punch jump hunting in to deal with the Guardsman. Channel partner in a hailstorm of fire. Pioneers, their forced retreat from the Osman, almost wiped out, and the Osman, in fact, almost taken out with the rocket strike. Other Flag Punch almost knocked out, in fact, could run to the rocket zone. Oh, they has to stop. They're pretty lucky there from K1 attack from line from the Stuke and the Pack 40 here. Double pit. Oh, actually, one went through there. Thought it was double, but actually only one. There you go, another hit from the Pack 40. T-50 on the way there. Shot bounces again. Stuke. Oh, there you go. He finally remembers there's a target weak point ability and almost gets the K1. Stuke getting through. We got Railer to the spot in the field in the near position. Sturm Punch moving in there. Grab the center victor. Needs to grab the southern one. Needs to fix up the armor. Needs to do so much. He still needs more infantry. He's finally going for the northern victor point with the Ostrom there. Sturm Punch around it. Southern point being used to the MU-34. Pioneer's not doing anything. 75 points versus 152. Stop the bleeding once more. Quite the nasty fight here. T-54 out there for Tiramisu. There you go, finally going for some punch grenadiers here. 74 to 135. Troopers in south, going to be marching straight to the MU-34. Flak punch is good to go. Need to get that moving to the front line fast. Trench ready again. Flak punch moving, other one being repaired. Mortar, clearly no one cares about that one anymore. Bit of quiet here between the two sides. Stripping here with a flak punch on its own, pretty risky there in the current circumstances. Have an attack here, Storm Punch by not been repaired, in fact could go down to the single shot from the field gun now. Which is running down the machine gun, calling in air support as well to further disrupt T. Angry Dutchman precision, flak punch of north here, flanked by the T-54 on the Guardsman, not a great gun, the punch of support. Here we go, Blitzkrieg. Pack butt get wiped out. Machine gun routed. Transport needs to retreat. Oh dear. Both flak punches, Ace over there firing at the aircraft. Stuke being hauled back to the base there to deal with the T-34 raiding the base. Got the aircraft there. Crashing into the cliffs. And Osttruppen in the Ace-1 back up the Stuke. Osttruppen knocked out. They got 74 versus 94. Can he take out the T-34 from 6 there? Ground northern point with a single panzer left there. It's going to get wiped out with the T-34 from 6. In the center, we've got a large-scale assault here. At least large-scale of what Tiramisu's left. Up north, the panzer squad are getting wiped out. The armor's not pursuing, by the way. So it's going to risk losing the panzer squad there. Osttruppen holding out in their change. But I don't think they can last much longer. Got 74 versus 85. K1 on the move here. Katyusha still holding back. They're close to T2. Stuke now going north for 7. It's too late. Center cease. Machine rider here from the south belongs to the Osttruppen. Need to be careful. The machine about to get wiped out. Pinning down the guards from the just narrowly. K1 through the center. Got the pack 40. And the flak panzer arriving. Stuke is far up north there. Iceland on its own. Oh dear. Gets what he's going for a Panzerwerfer now of all things. And now the trench in the center being turned against him. Flak panzer flying away though. 38 kills. Field is moving up. Stuke being held in from the north now. Troops enforcing healing. Panzerwerfer slowly getting there, but will it be enough? Unit there wiped out. Angry Dutchman's forces are completely falling apart now in the seams. Got the K1 heavy tank. But he's down to 74 versus 70. Things are still hanging in the balance. But Tiramisu still has that critical element of a lot of infantry and a lot of field guns. Class artillery res. Right now, the East Flank Dutchman, his combined arms suite is considerably weaker compared with Tiramisu's. Osttruppen going from Northern Point, got 68 versus 70, still incredibly close here. 66 versus 70. 65 versus 70, Osttruppen needs to retreat. Sturm Panzer close to T2. Controlling southwards there. Storm Panzer moving centerwards. Shot fired. Very, very close between the direction to the field gun. Buttoning it up. 59 versus 70. Good hit on the gas, but almost not entirely. Panzer barrage on each. There you go. Takes out the unit there. Plus almost got the field and crew here. Got 53 versus 70. 51. I'm being repaired up north. We'll have fun. They can choose back from training against angry Dutchman's forces. Yeah, retreat the Osttruppen. Perhaps with those troops being wiped out. Oh, the almost losing the Sturm Panzer to the Katyusha barrage. Now the T-34 there for Tiramisu. T-34 from the north here. Half 8 of it need 2. Destroying the field gun, very good. Troops sitting out there. Come from the south. And for the center, Sturm has been hauled back there. No machine with the Stuke or the Sturm Panzer, but no sight there. Got the Ace Flag Panzer around there, swooping in. T-34 coming in there, engaging the conscripts. Great hit by the field gun on it. Black Panzer losing the main gun. Again, the lack of infantry is proving to be a pretty big problem here. Finally losing the Ace Flak Panzer. It's remaining Ace Flak Panzer. This may in fact be the point there where Angry Dutchman's now broken. He's got 21. About to be 19. Yeah, 19 now versus 70. And he barely has any influence to actually fight the infantry support weapons. He's losing armor at an incredibly fast pace. Yeah. 13 points left. Lost his Panzerwerfer. His Sturm Panzer about to go down as well there. He's going for another Panzer IV, but like he just has a little to fight his opponent with. Stuke is almost ace level, got 4 points left, and there you go, GG, game over, lost for Angry Dutchman, a victory for Tiramisu. An interesting strategy in some ways for Angry Dutchman, but ultimately, there were issues with execution again. He didn't cover some of the more important well enough. It's also, I think, in terms of like map control, Tiramisu was just a much sharper player, much better maneuvering angle. Dutchman was just like sluggishly reacting a lot of the time. Plus, again, the infinite composition, with force composition as the game went on, was also very much favoring Tiramisu. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed this match. Hope you learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment on it, tell friends, tell family, but don't tell enemies. This is Pro Links and cheers. Thank you for watching. I'll see you tomorrow again for a nice episode. Bye.